Born a scientist in the rural slopes of Sierra County 21 years ago, Collins Maxwell is living his dream.
In his early childhood, he liked inventing things. You could buy a toy, he could open the toy, and he wants to know whatever is inside the toy. In 2007, he made a phone, a cell phone, whereby not even Safaricom or Airtel could detect. You could communicate with him within a range of 400 meters and without using any money.
An alumni of Kisumu Day High School, his talent dates back to eras when school-based science congress were not breeding grounds for talent.
So he made something which he went up to the national level, but he was again dislodged completely, and he cried, and the fellow colleagues decided to make him come back to his senses. I think he broke off completely, because those people said all these things he was doing, somebody else was carrying out the project and then giving him to go and present. But I went to the school and told those people that you are giving this boy a hard time.
But like for any other scientist, challenges to this young innovator are what turn into great opportunities. For the last 1.5 years, he has been working on resolving what remains to be the worst ordeal of post-election violence that left over 1,000 dead and hundreds of thousands homeless, a modality to a free and fair election.
I was moved by what I saw in the post-election violence, where people were dying because the election process was not fair and was full of errors. So I thought of a mechanism that could actually take over from the manual system of voting, where people had ballot boxes and ballot papers. So I thought of a machine where somebody will just walk into the center without ballot papers and vote without the ballot boxes being there. So I thought of such a machine, but at that point the idea was still so much gross.
Together with the help of friends who quit their jobs and now volunteer working as a team, they have invented the Acerebro machine.
The machine is called Acerebro, which means with ability to communicate and coordinate artificially in relevance to the human cerebrum. The machine is composed of several parts that all work together to make the thing be workable. So we have the optical column, is an input periphery, and we have the questionnaire head here, where those aspirants' photos and details will be placed. At this optical column, this one, it is infrared sensitive. Then this is the questionnaire head. It has a questionnaire slip, which is coded. This one here, this is the activation column. This one is the tallying screen or the tallying panel. This one is the operational screen. This is the keypad. This is the voter screen on this other side. This is the palm plate. This other one is the chip stamp head, where these chips are inserted. This is a special keypad.
A great chunk of his raw materials are either sourced from waste electronic products pieced together in bits and parts to arrive at the final product.
It took me so much time, and I told my parents, I told my friends. So through their contribution, I got the cash. I bought my first transistor, although they were second-hand, but they were so much expensive. Working with the second-hand commodities like this, when you finish your job by evening, you switch off the machine, everything is okay, it's working. The next day you wake up, you find this system somewhere has already failed. So it was a big challenge, because working with these second-hand transistors and capacitors, it was a big problem. But I thank God so much, because when I get something that is out of use and people view it like there's nothing good that can come from it, I know how to manipulate it.
Unlike the government's expenditure of close to 4 billion Kenya shillings from a Canadian-based firm in sourcing 15,000 biometric voter registration kits, the young innovator's kit is supported by microchip technology.
This chip has a special technology. Let me say they are like identification cards. I've never seen somebody with 2 ID cards. So let me say if the government chooses to use this technology, then each of these chips will be manufactured with a special code like that one of the ID. So if this thing is okay, it means that you're already registered and it's given to you. It is recorded somewhere. So such photos will be used for election. So let me say that we are having two aspirants, Kofi Annan and Obama. They are coded 5 and 6. The code represents some electric signal in the machine. So the same coding on the questionnaire head is the same coding on the tallying screen, and it's also the same code on the GPRS slots. So if these photos of the aspirants are inserted on the questionnaire slip, let me say Obama is code 6. So on the slip, I'll put it at code 6. Then code 5 is Kofi Annan. I will insert it at code 5.
Up to date, the allotment of the kits has been dodged by controversy after another. For Collins, it takes less than 10 people to develop the whole machine in 1 month.
Because much of the job that is here is about building the circuits and laying the wires, which most of them I can do in 30 minutes. Yeah, if it's myself doing it, I can do it in 30 minutes. But the big job is manipulating the plastic. So if I can get manpower on manipulating the bodywork, then it can take a short period of time. The big challenges that I faced is that I was working in a place without electricity. So all of my job, everything that I did, was coming to an end by 6. So by 6 there was nothing more. So that's why even it took a long time, because I was only working for 12 hours in the day, but by night I can't work because I'm only having a lantern in the house.
Despite its local and cheap manufacturing, a Cerebro has a capacity of handling over 900 million voters at a count.
Depending on the number of people, but yeah, like this machine at this point, it can count up to a total of 99,999,000. This machine here. 99,999,000. That is one machine. So which means it can count for the whole of East Africa.
Currently, he is in the process of increasing the machine's accuracy in order to deter any manipulation towards a desired result or involving ghost voters, as well as taking into account people with special needs.
I came up with this technology, the pamphlet. I will improve it in the next stage, so that issue of the dead people coming to life and voting will not be there. So it will be any person who wants to vote must first place his hand there. And by placing the hand, there will be mechanism and some ingredients that I will place there. That once you place your hand there and you have taken part in the election, the next time you will come and place it there, it will be rejected. This is the voter screen.
However, challenges of tapping such talent and skills remains rife, as many innovative minds are focused on white-collar jobs.
This of waiting for white-collar jobs and employment is about what you are able to do and believing in yourself and trying to do it so that you are self-employed and depending on a period where you'll be employed and something like that.
Wish that the government could connect that to the machine that the boy is making, whereby there is nothing like kura imeibiwa and so.
What he has done, and the government has been hunting for such a thing, I feel if really this is a government that belongs and takes care of its people, I feel this boy should be taken a step further than what he has done to continue his studies, and they give him support so that he can become a useful person to compare himself with the rest of the world.
His parents, who are teachers in local schools, are just amazed by their son's curious character of discovery that could see Kenya fast-tracking its quest of attaining a middle-income economy in its quest for Vision 2030. Henry Minor, GBS News.